Darkside made this?
This the rant of the real. Everybody telling lies is true first, so it's fuck how they do feel. Or you for real? Man, put that on your mama, you a gangster and you got more shit for real. This the rant of the real. Everybody telling lies is true first, so it's fuck how they do feel. Or you for real? Man, put that on your mama, you a gangster and you got more shit for real.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to Rant to the Real. The power real niggas get on here and rant. This is the #1 podcast in the top 50. No need to look that up. Google is wrong. It's stealing your data right now. Don't trust them niggas. I am your host, Uncle Trav, the hardest working podcaster in the world. Now let's start your day off with eggs, bacon, vibes. And I am the vibes. It's a great day, y'all. It's amazing. It's 4 a.m. on a Monday. Can't ask for nothing better. You really can't. This is timeless, peaceful. It's the best. It's like, you gotta deal with people bothering you. We're not in the Oval Office today. I forgot what I call the space, but just know, we somewhere special and secret. I was going to wait till I got to my office. I was going to go home. But I was like, nah. You know what I mean? We ain't done one in front of the flag in a minute. And yeah, a bunch of other stuff. So yeah, honestly, I just did it for the flag, man. That was the only reason why I did that shit. Just because the flag was in the background. Just nice imagery. Shit. Nice imagery to have, you know what I mean? Brighten it up a little bit. I'm working on getting some posters and some shit. I also got a little banner coming. Yeah, you're going to see it in the air one day. Yeah, just know. Look at the sky. You're going to see Rant to the Real above your head. Just know. I did that. Special shout out to those boys and girls over at Patreon. You guys are valued. I do know that I don't always shout y'all out, and I apologize. I hope you don't think that I am unappreciative for everything that you guys do. I truly hope that no one thinks that way, because I am. Without you guys, I probably would have been gave up a long time ago. So all those that watch, support, whatever, that talk about it, I love you guys. You guys are awesome. It gets a little annoying when people are like, oh, I see your TikToks. Okay. Like, what else comes with that statement? Because, like, what do I do with that information? Like, I know you've seen them because I put them out there. Some of these I pay for. So it's like, I know they exist. Why did you tell me you've seen it? Like, did you think it was good? Which one did you see? Was it old? Was it new? What can I work on? Like, tell me you saw it and that's that. It's like, all right, am I supposed to party? Like, am I supposed to be happy, giddy? Like, what do I do with that information once it's given to me? And I run into that a lot sometimes. And, like, I'm not super big, super boring. A lot of people, oh, you be on your Hollywood shit. Nah. I'm just a regular person. Matter of fact, if I wanted to be Hollywood, I could. I would post more, and I'd be super famous. I'm just regular famous. So, what do I do? Like, you saw it. Thank you. But what else? Like, did you like it? Did you hate it? Did you send it to an enemy? Did you send it to a friend, a loved one? Did you share it yourself? Like, where does this go? What do I do with the information before me? Because I don't have enough to, like, process or say anything other than thank you or, yeah. I truly don't know what to say. I'm grateful that you saw it, but did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you want to be on the next show? I'm setting up bookings so this is what I'm doing differently than I did last time. Last time was kind of just like, there's a booking here, I'm winging it. No, this is different. I've been setting up bookings, and then I've been recording shit. So that way, when it's like, all right, I'm going to do bookings again for a little bit, it's like, all right, I got 2 months worth or I have at least a month worth, not just one here, one there, a few over there. Like, I don't like that. It seems like it's taken away from the aesthetic. So I'm trying to keep everything in line. And, we're revamping things. It came to my head the other day. I've been really thinking about it. And since I've been thinking about it a lot, I think I should execute it, see what happens, see if I like the idea. Because, sometimes I cook up a lot of ideas, and then I don't execute them, or I do execute them, and then they don't come out how I envisioned, or not even close, and then I just scrap the whole idea. But this is different. I think I'm going to do a cooking segment, and I'm just going to start cooking and just talking and see where it goes. That'll probably be for Patreon only, just to see where this goes. So it'll be a pod, but just me cooking. One of the podcasts that I listen to, I don't watch it anymore, but I listen to it, has a segment. So there's actually 3 parts to the podcast. So I listen to Two Bears, One Cave, the Bert Kreischer Show, and then I think it's called Searing with Burke, or Steaks with Burke, or Burning, something's burning. That's what it is. Something's burning with Bert Kreischer. And it's very entertaining. Like, this man, I feel like I could find some way to do something. Like, I don't know. Well, it's in the works. I'm not actually stealing this man's idea. I'm not gonna do it with people. It'll still be a solo, but it'll just be me cooking. He does some Martha Stewart type shit, or is it Martha Stewart? I don't know. Whoever cooks and talks to people and shit. I ain't doing that. I'll be cooking and talking to myself. And if it's a hit, I put it on TikTok. I'll figure out how I'm gonna do that. It's gonna be separate on the main. Who knows? Look out for it, or don't. Don't hold your breath on it, but look out for it. It's one of those things that it's 2025, it'll happen, but we don't know when in 2025 it will happen, but it will happen. It'll be, probably revamp that Chefs in the Kitchen. I actually need to bring that back because I didn't fail like I thought it did. I truly thought the Chefs in the Kitchen freestyle had failed, but it was actually pretty good. It turned out better than I thought. And I know where to tweak and fix things. So I think I'm gonna run that back again. So that will happen again. It's too cold to be outside. We'll figure something out. We always cooking. We'll figure that out. Don't you worry about it. Hold your breath. I had a conversation with someone that I know. I wouldn't call them a friend, and I really wouldn't call them an associate. I would just call them someone I know. And I had a conversation with them, and what the fuck were we talking about? He said something, and I was like, I give props to all beautiful people. No matter who they are, I'm comfortable in the skin I am and who I am, and you feel me? I don't give a fuck about none of that other shit people try to twist stuff into. I like who I am. And I was like, I give props to beautiful people. You know what I mean? If it's a handsome man, it's a handsome man. Am I gonna tell him? No. But you know what? That's an attractive young man. He get a lot of hoes. For the hoes, I give people props. You feel me? Some people in this world are just straight up gorgeous. It is what it is. We ain't gonna say a lie about it. And he was talking about something, and I was like, listen, there are some people in this world who have dedicated the majority of their life to be who they truly want to be. And the outcome is amazing. There are some people that don't look like a boy no more. And they're not ugly. I'll give you that. They are not ugly. Would I ever talk to them? No. But they're not ugly. I give them their props. I give them their flowers. You know what I mean? I respect those that work really hard on themselves, or they just born there. They just gifted. Some people have a gift. And I forgot kind of where the conversation flowed, but then he said some wild shit, and it was like, whoa. He said, men who can get pegged are the strongest men. And I was like, what do you mean by that? And he was like, if you can take a pegging from a girl, you're a very strong man. So I was like, well, if a man can get pegged and is strong, so is a gay man strong? The one who can let a dude do it? He said, nah, that's gay. That ain't the same. I saw him like, well, how? You still getting, yeah, but instead of it being a man, it's a girl. He's like, well, it's only strong because it's a woman doing it. And I was like, your logic is flawed. I need you to stay here with me. So if a woman is doing the deed, it's okay. That's a strong, not gay man. He's just kinky. But if a man is doing the deed, it's gay and it's not kinky and he ain't strong. And he was like, yeah. And then I was like, how the fuck do I always end up in these weird ass conversations with these people? Like, I don't understand how we be getting here sometimes. Like I think some people see the content and they like, he talks about weird shit. Let's talk about weird shit. But it's like, how do we always get here? Like the weird shit is like dropped on the table. It's immediate. There's no ramping up to it. There's no build up. It's just immediate weird shit. And when he said that shit, I'm like, there is no fucking way this man just said that. Like, it's all gay. And I mean, nothing about this is normal. And then he actually had the nerve to say that the pegging isn't a kink. He said that's normal. Now at this point, I think that he think it's normal and that's the realm he live in and that's cool. I ain't here to judge. But that's definitely a kink. I think anything can be a kink, but that is definitely like it's not normal. Like you're not gonna find the average male just ain't into that kind of shit. And then you gotta find a woman that is into that shit. So first there has to be the unnormal nigga that likes that shit who has to then wade through the water to find someone that is into that kind of shit. And is it something you just ramp up into like later on in life? Like, you know what I mean? You get 20 years in with your wife and then you're like, haha, let's try these. Like, at what point do you bring this shit up? Is it right away or is it hidden? Although, to be fair, if you know you into kinky shit, man or woman, I don't think you should marry someone or stay in a long-term committed relationship with someone if you have to hide your dark fantasies, your sick, twisted shit, the shit that gets you off, you know what I mean? The stuff you like to do. If you like that weird kinky shit, no matter what it is, you should have full open transparency. If this is someone that you consider, you know what, I can be with them for a while, they need to know that you like toes. They need to know that you want stuff in the holes, and orifices and shit. They gotta know that. You gotta see if they can, work with it, can't work with it. Sometimes you gotta walk away from some people because you're not compatible. There are plenty of people in this world who will walk away from a healthy relation or a happy something like relationship because their sexual needs ain't being met. So if your partner or whatever isn't into the stuff you're into, you gotta keep searching until you find that one anomaly. They exist. They out there. There's one for everyone. Just gotta find them. Now, mind you, that anomaly might not be in your hometown. So that means you gotta bounce around. That means you already in a comfort zone. You gotta get out of that. You gotta travel the waters, go different places, you know what I mean? Maybe probably find what you're looking for in a party city, you know what I mean? That 50 Shades of Grey type shit might be in a party city, who knows? And me, there's a lot of y'all that like that weird kinky shit. You gotta find someone that makes you happy. But yeah, it's every fucking week I have a weird conversation with someone about the most weirdest shit ever. Either it's a customer at the job that wants to, talk weird talk, or a person that wants to do this, or sometimes it's, people that just come up and tell me things, and I have no idea what to do with the information. So, I smile and wave. One of the best lines from Madagascar is the penguins. Smile and wave, boys, smile and wave. And that is typically what I usually do. Because when I become president in 2044, that's mostly what I'm gonna do is smile and wave. And throw in a couple of yeahs every so often. Just, yeah. Maybe I'll count in my head, like every 30 seconds say yeah. And yeah, time for a yeah. Or, yeah, I feel you. Just like mix it up a little bit, rotate through them, switch it around so I'm not just, they don't catch on to the pattern, Give them, maybe do 3 mm-hms and a yeah, and I feel you. Just make them think I'm paying attention, because I'm not. But yeah, it's every single week. It's always an odd conversation that I truly don't want to be part of, but I still get put on them anyway. And it's always the ones that are so odd is when I do not have a camera. Every time that I do have a camera, it's none of the weird, odd, crazy shit. And I have some pretty cool cameras that don't even look like cameras. I got the necklace one, got the hat clip one, got the glasses. Man, there's so many I got a new one coming. There's so many options to record this shit. And when I'm actually out, trying to catch the weird shit live and uncut, it doesn't work in my favor. I can never find it. And then no sooner it's all right, I don't got a camera today. I'm just regular weird shit. I went with Jock, I want to say yesterday or the day before. We was riding in the woods, you know what I mean? We was doing some Jeep shit. He wanted to take his Jeep, and we was traveling and up trails and all this other, like the type of shit that normal people get stuck doing. That's what we went to go do. Climb over rocks and get stuck in mud pits, and we took the truck sledding down a hill because we didn't have grip to go all the way up, so we just turned it around and slid down. It was actually kind of fun. It was different. I didn't bring the fucking battery to the camera. Now, I brought the camera. I brought everything to make this happen. I brought the camera, I brought the tripod, I bought the lights, I bought everything necessary but the fucking battery. And what's crazy is because I never used the portable battery. I always used the wall plug-in. So it slipped my mind. Said, oh yeah, you gotta take the battery with you. So yeah, I brought all this shit and didn't have the fucking battery. I mean, luckily I did bring the mini camera, but that was dead, so I missed it. Yeah, it wasn't planned very well, okay? Jock called me at 4 and was like, yo, we going to do this thing. And I said, okay, cool. He said it'd be in an hour. He pulls up at 7. So mind you, I grabbed my little mini camera, I grabbed a tripod for it. All right, we're going to go do the trails. So that's all he said, we're going to do the trails. So I said, okay, cool. Grab my camera, grab my coat. I'm outside. I said, where we going? He said, we're going to the trails. I was like, I bet. He says, it's 3 hours away. What? He said, yeah, it's 3 hours away. Jock, what the fuck you talking about? He's like, the trail we going to is 3 hours away. We brought food and everything. This man brings up a cooler, all kinds of shit. I'm like, hold on. You didn't say all that. He was like, I thought you knew. How the fuck would I have known we were going 3 hours away to ride on Jeep trails? I was like, all right, hold on. Let me go get my effects. I need to bring stuff with me. This is not just load my pockets with shit and go. So I went and grabbed my book bag. That's when I went and grabbed the camera. I grabbed my iPad so I'd have at least something to do on the drive down there. And then once we got down there, we realized that it was outside of the town. Everyone else gets a lot of snow. So snow was really fucking high. And it was actively snowing where we were at. So we couldn't really make it up the hill to get to where we needed to go. So we just ended up doing other shit, driving around the town. And it wasn't 3 hours, it was like 2 hours and 40 minutes, but still, it was far. It was 3 hours to get there, and it was 3 hours to get back. And then we were only there for like 40 minutes or less, maybe 30. 6 hours of traveling. I hate traveling so much. But you know what? I was in the back seat chilling, so it didn't bother me at all. I didn't give a flying fuck. I had my iPad. I was watching cartoons. I was having a great time in the back seat. As long as I'm not driving, hell, we can go 30 hours. I don't have to drive. We can do whatever. But the minute I have to drive, that changes the dynamic of things. That totally shifts the balance. Like, whoa. I have to think about it, calculate it. I think about the drive there and back, and if it's worth it to me. Do I want to drive 4 hours there and back? For what gain? What am I getting from this? Just a party? Fuck no. If we party and eating, okay. Are we staying the night? Like, what do I gain from this? If the gains don't match the risk, I won't do it. I'm sorry, I won't do it. Hell, I won't even go to the store if it's just for one thing. Like, if I have to leave just to go to the store, not fucking doing it. I will leave if I'm going to the store, the gym, the bank. Then, all right, cool. I'm justifying me going around doing all the shit. But if I'm just leaving just for the store, fuck no, I'm not doing that. You get someone else to do it. There has to be a multi-factor reason why I left to go do this thing. Not just for one thing. So I usually don't like picking people up because it's only one thing and then I'm back home. No, it's a waste of time. I'd rather waste my time on my time, not waste my time on your time. I know it's crazy. It is what it is. That's just how I see it. I gotta bounce back to it because it kind of tied back into something I said earlier. I truly never understood why people be scared of their wives. Like, I talk to a lot of people, like a lot of fucking people. And I talk to my coworkers a lot, and I just like whatever. I talk to people in bars. I talk to fucking people because some people have interesting stories and I want to hear them. And the one I truly never understood is when people are scared of their wives. They won't call it that, but that's how I call it. And you're like, what do you mean by that? Great question, random listener from around the world. I'm gonna tell you. When people say, I need to ask my wife if I can do XYZ or go XYZ or whatever, right? It truly blows my mind because what the fuck is you asking her for anything? Now, when there are... No, I genuinely, I thought for a second I was going to go somewhere, but no, that don't make no sense either. Because, like, what the fuck am I asking permission for? If I want to do something, I'm going to do it. I'm just going to walk through the door and say, hey, I am doing XYZ, or I have done XYZ, or I'm just going to do XYZ, and if you figured it out, then cool. It wasn't a secret. But I don't understand it. Maybe someone explain it to me. I truly don't get it. Like, I have coworkers who be like, oh, I want to buy a new Xbox controller. I want to do this, or I want to go to the zoo, or whatever the fuck they want to do. And they're like, yeah, my wife won't let me spend that kind of money. The fuck do you mean? At base, you know what I mean? Like, at bare minimum, we work 40 hours a week with no overtime. If you just stay on your schedule, it's 40 hours. But let's count for getting out late, overtime, dollar here, random meetings there. Like, shit happens. Like, we're not actually doing 40. We're pulling 50 to 55 a week. Every 2 weeks, we're looking at 100, 110 hours. That's That's what you doing extra. If you're not doing extra, you're doing just the bare fucking minimum. You come on time, you leave on time, you say no to all that extra shit. You're still looking at 90 hours every 2 weeks, give or take. What the fuck do you mean you need to ask your wife? Like, that escapes my mind. Like, what am I asking her for? If I want to buy something, I'm going to go to the store and I'm going to get it. I'm not asking her to do a motherfucking thing. Maybe if you want to leave for 10 days, sure, I guess. Be like, hey, can I leave? But me personally, I'm still not asking. I'm coming through the door. Yo, I'm going to Vegas for 5 days. I'll be back. Matter of fact, do you want to come? You can. Or, hey, I'm going out of town. I'm hanging out with the guys for a couple of days. I'll be back. I'll call you when we land. Like, I don't understand what the fuck I'm asking for. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just my mindset. Maybe I'm young. Maybe I'm rude. I don't know. But me personally, I'm not asking for shit. I'm telling you, and I'm telling you that I'm going to do it. I've already done it. But I'm not asking you, can I or may I? And if it's my money, I'm gonna blow it on whatever I damn well please. What do you mean I gotta ask my, like, the one nigga, his checks go to her account and then he gets money, he asks her for money to do shit and then she says yes or no. What the fuck are you talking about, Kobe Bryant? I don't understand. What do you mean by that? Why is your money going to her? I think some people really be so pressed for love that they will do anything. Hell no. I love bitches for less. Bitch not using the right fucking feminine hygiene products. She's out of here. Oh, you don't use Dove? Bye. Oh, you don't have moisturizer cream? Bye. Bitch got 2 pairs of shoes? Bye. Like, I have left for less. You think I'm not asking a bitch for shit. And I'm not one of them super misogynistic niggas like, oh, she need to make me a sandwich, bitch, you know her place. No, I'm just not an asking permission type of nigga unless it involves someone else. Like if it involves, using your stuff, coming in your space, like, yeah, all day I need permission to, if it involves other people. But if it don't involve other people, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. No questions, no apologies will be issued. So, what am I asking her for again? And when they say that shit, I'd be like, why are you asking her? Oh, happy life, happy wife's happy life. Why am I asking her again? You must not make the house. She must make the house. Because I understand it costs to be the boss. And I will never put myself in a position to not be the boss. I'm standing firm on certain things. Like, I will never move in with a woman. That's just not happening. I'm not moving into her house. She will come to me, but I'm not moving in over there. That's just, no. They can feed you, they can starve you. No. I'm not putting things in her name. I'm not asking her to buy shit. I'm here to make life happy for you and me, and we can live together happily. I'm cool with paying the bills if that means you here doing your thing. I'm cool with me with a stay-at-home wife if that means that she do the at-home wife shit. Because I'm okay with paying that extra to make sure that I get the things that make me happy and comfortable. The fuck am I asking her for? You don't like what I'm offering, you can leave. I'm sorry, it will hurt. But these are my list of demands. This is, and me, if I'm bringing my table to your table, we matching tables, and me, I might trade my grapes for your oranges, but I'm keeping my apples. Those mine. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm used to. I'm not shaking the table. And if we gotta start fresh, then cool, we can get an apartment together, but I ain't moving into her shit. I'm just not accepting this. And I'm not asking a female for nothing. Someone gotta explain this shit to me that truly understand it, because I don't. Fuck, I'm asking her for. Bitch, I'm leaving. Nah, I ain't saying like that, but still, like, all jokes aside, like, that concept escapes me. Like, I'm not that desperate for love to where it's like, oh yeah, my nuts in her purse, I need permission to go get them. Man, fuck that. I walked through this door at 4 in the morning. You should be happy I came home. I tell you all about my adventures. You want to sit and listen? I invited you. You said no. You wanted to stay in this house. That's perfectly fine. You had an invitation. Every time I go somewhere or do something, I always extend an invitation to whoever I am dealing with. Whether they take it or not is up to them, but they always have an invitation. And 9 out of 10, they usually say no. I know they're going to say no, and that's why I invite them. So, professional mind game. I will always be one step ahead mentally. So, I know they wasn't coming. That's why I said come. Now, I can tell, I will gladly tell you what happened, what we did, who we spoke to. Some people want to hear the story, some people don't. I have fun. I'm not sitting in this damn house watching TV all day. Fuck, I'm not 50 years old yet. I'm still in my 20s. I want to see shit. I want to taste food. I want to go outside. I want to see some hoes. Do I want them hoes? Hell no. But I want to see them outside in the wild. Fuck, I don't understand y'all. Y'all be so goddamn desperate for love that you take anything that's offered on the table and don't care what it's served with. I truly know some people who their wife had a crazy promiscuous past. Told them straight to their face. Yeah, I've been with, 100 women, 50 men. Yeah, I've been around. I've been a hula hoop in this bitch, just spinning around this motherfucker. And then on the other hand, this person gave a virginity to this person. Why'd you accept that deal? You don't even know what life, you ain't even experienced shit. This person has been around the sun 60,000 times. You've been around the sun once. And you're like, oh, well, they told me if I look at someone, they're gonna leave. The fuck I need a bitch for? Do whatever I want. Y'all be sheep. Like Jock tried to tell y'all a long time ago. Sheep. Chasing the cheese, like a hamster in them balls or whatever, on a treadmill. Just, you do what the fuck you're told to do. Not me. I ain't no yes dear ass nigga. I am not going out like that. I'm sorry. I would just rather sit alone with me and my dogs before I ever get that low. But like I said, there's someone out there for everyone. And my wife is probably in the rice fields of China, busting her ass, waiting for me to come get her. And I'm on my way, baby, don't worry. You ain't gotta work there for long. Cause this shit ain't working. That dude, I can't remember his position, but the guy who got assassinated in New York City, I think it finally opened people's eyes to shit that has been right in front of their face this entire time. And I find it entertaining how, CNN and other insurance companies and even people that sat on the board and all this other shit with him are so hurt and offended by the hateful, mean things that the people are saying. The world and the internet is not a safe place. They don't love you. They will say anything they can and they will dig in deep. And understand these insurance companies and big pharma and all this other shit has been fucked and corrupt since the beginning. But y'all ain't wanna hear that shit. Insurance companies should not be making decisions on people's health. And yet they do. I was telling somebody shit the other day, like, this shit should be illegal. There's no fucking way that someone needs a heart surgery or they need a defibrillator or they truly need help. They need name brand medicine. They need whatever. And the insurance companies are like, nah, they can't cover that. They don't get that. Get them the experiment shit. Get them the generic shit. Give them the shit that's only good for like 3 months. You know what I mean? Instead of getting the lifetime defibrillator or whatever the fuck, get them the shit that they gotta go get charged once a month. It's like, damn. And not everyone's on Medicaid. Some people genuinely pay for their insurance, the tax. Like people that work their ass off, the blue collars, the 9 to 5s, the people that work 12-hour shifts, the doctors, the nurses, the people that make enough money to pay the bills and then go back to do it again, right? They pay $200, $300, $400, $500 a month in insurance. They pay for them, their kids, their spouse, whatever, just to be denied. And that people are tired of that shit. And that's why the nigga got smoked. And that's why nobody gives a fuck, because people tired of it. There's genuine people who actually pay money, whose grandmas and grandparents actually need help, whose moms and dads needs help. And then when they go to the doctor's like, oh, your insurance can't cover it, and then people die. Or, you feel me, they had the cheaper version of some shit, or the experiment shit, and it don't work. These insurance companies will be quick to push the shit that just got released last week, but won't pay for the shit that's been out for 10 years. And people tired of it. Somebody finally said, fuck this shit. They need y'all to understand. This nigga chose to be a martyr. And I'm all for it. Fuck this shit. You know what I mean? Not everybody can be Batman. Somebody got to be Joker in the story. This person said they was going to be Joker. So it's like these insurance companies really should not be running things. And that's where we realize, that's where the problem is. We let this shit get out of hand. As consumers and as people whose money that's in charge of this shit, we got to take our power back. I know we not, but hear me out. The idea is still there, and at the end of the day, it's something we need to do. It's just what we won't do. But we got to say no. Because what happens if we all just said, fuck Aflac? Fuck Progressive. They're going to do whatever it takes to get them customers back. You know what I mean? I understand. Let's say they got 1 million customers. They lose 600,000. That's only 400,000 customers. You think they can afford to do what they do, stay fancy, keep putting out these commercials? No, you can't pay for shit that way. The big niggas can't keep cutting down checks and passing it. Like, at the end of the day, they're going to hurt. And if the people say we want this, they got to fix this. They got to put this there. Prime example, electronics is a prime example of how this shit works. If you look at a lot of the gaming consoles, this is the best way I can explain it because I understand it. A lot of gaming consoles come out. People buy it and then they hate it. They return it. They say this doesn't work, that doesn't work. You know, the battery shit, this is shit. This doesn't have good graphics. This is not a good thing, right? Sales plummet. The company sees these complaints on Twitter, Reddit. They see the complaints and they see the sales are going down and people aren't buying this shit. I understand the inventory is high, the demand is low. So they say, fuck it, they cut the price. It was $1,000 console, now it's $300. At $300, people still don't fucking want it. They're not buying it. Prime example, the ROG Ally, the white one. Look it up. It came out, it was an $800 console. Didn't nobody buy this shit because it was fucked up. You can get it on sale. You can get it at any price now. Its actual price now is like $350. You can get it on sale sometimes for $200. Because people didn't buy it, and they got all these fucking units they need to get sold. So what they did, they heard people's complaints, and they fixed it. They made a new one, a better one, that had all the things that people complained about and made better. And guess what? They're selling the new units while the old ones still sit there. Because they might want that shit. Because people who spend their money have powers. Consumers control what the fuck is going on. So if the insurance company is like, yeah, you're gonna pay us $500 a month and you still get generic shit, there's a certain point we gotta push back. That was their way of pushing back. They smoked the nigga about it. Because as you have rights to consumers, like, yo, I paid y'all damn near $10K this year, and you telling me that doesn't get me nothing? With a deductible? This is crazy. And people tired of it. I mean, I feel bad for the man. I don't feel bad about the situation because at what point are y'all gonna start hearing people? What do people gotta do to make y'all listen? It's proven fact that these insurance companies denying people just because they don't even have a legit reason. Sometimes they just random denies. They just no, no, no. And then people die because of them no's. We got like, and this is the reason why Blue Choice option is a fucking joke and no one will touch them. Because they charge a ridiculous amount of money for coverage. Like an astronomical amount for just shit coverage. And they have people that pay a lot of money to get this. And then they have this Medicaid, Medicare bullshit, a part of them, and then they pay pennies on the dollar. So pharmacies, doctors' offices, they don't want to touch them because, yeah, we worth 10K, but you only giving us 55 cents. What the fuck am I gonna do with that? That's not gonna keep these lights on. That's not gonna keep these doctors fed, these nurses coming in. That's not gonna, these pills cost money to make. And maybe it probably does cost $2 a pill. So they giving out 100-something pills. That's a lot of money just for insurance to be like, how about $5? That's why they ain't fucking with it. It's a joke. It's a scam. And they truly, honestly don't give a fuck. So they like, nah, we don't accept Blue Choice option, homie. You gotta come hard or don't. And when it comes to the higher up, you know, like the better, like when it comes to different health insurances, you pay a little bit more, but you ain't gotta deal with certain shit. You ain't getting Medicaid on certain things. I don't think Aetna has Medicaid option. They ain't fucking with it. People tired. And you know what I mean? White people ain't gonna stand for this shit too long. White people start killing shit, looting shit, burning shit down. Piss the white people off. Prime example. Whole fucking powerful person walking down the street in New York City got smoked because of the decisions. And letting these insurance companies say whatever the fuck they want when they want. People tired of that shit, yo. You gotta actually stand for some shit. You gotta actually care about the people. You say you give a fuck about the people, but your actions do a whole nother. And then the fact that this person is going in the wind. Broad daylight, no mask, just a fucking hoodie. Smoked a nigga in New York City. Ran to Times Square or whatever, man, whatever the fucking, in the bushes. Got low. Remember, the gun jammed and he fixed it and still killed him. Etched some shit in the bullets for some book. Deny, defend, or something like that. And had a backpack full of Monopoly money. It's crazy. Come on, man. This was not just some random ass thought. They've been thinking about killing his ass for a minute. These people gotta get their point across. They wanna be heard. And you're not gonna silence their voice no more. All right, y'all, we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna call it a day. We're gonna get out of here. That was the main story for y'all. That was the big one. The big thing around here. I got a goal. And I wanna do it in 3 months, but it might take a longer than that. But nonetheless, still a goal. I like Charleston White. I like everything that he say. I like everything he stand for. Everybody else probably don't like him. Fuck him. I ain't here for y'all. I like him. He be saying some shit, and more people need to listen to what he's saying. Pay attention to the idea, not the words, because he's telling y'all some shit. And I want to meet him. Whether I sit down and pod with him or not, I want to meet him. So, yeah, what I need from you people, my lovely fans, is I need you to tag Charleston White. I need you to share and then tag Charleston White. Send to family, friends, loved ones. Send it to enemies. Send it to the enemy's enemy. Like, just send it and tag Charleston White. Because at the end of the day, I need to sit down, I need to talk with him. I'm going to send this nigga an email every week. Every week. Every Sunday, I'm just going to have the email auto-send until I get a reply. Cause I want to sit and talk to this man. I think he's funny, and I think that he got a lot to say, and y'all not listening to that nigga. So that's the goal, y'all. We're gonna get him on the platform. We're gonna talk to him. We're gonna figure it out. I promise you we will. Mark my words. Tune in next week. We're gonna have great things in store for you guys. I promise you they will. They're coming. Just hold on. We're going on. Yeah.